Yes, sir. 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 Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah. Can you start?
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Shashank Jetli, co-team member Developer Student Clubs KIET. I hope you all are safe at your home. I welcome you all to this webinar on the theme of DSC KIET. I have to introduce you to with our speaker, Mr. Shivam. He's currently working as software engineer at Usercentrics, and he has an enlightened journey of experience in major multinational companies. Apart from all this, he is a glorious alumni of KIET. Shivam sir, to greet you all. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone. How are you doing? First of all, I thank to DSC KIET for the nice organization of the club. They are going really good. I'm really excited to be here. So let's start.
Thanks, sir, for briefing us all. Now we will start with the questions for our meet. How do you manage to travel so many countries along with work, sir?
It's like hobbies. Like I manage my time quite frequently. Like मैंने जो अपना टाइम मैनेजमेंट किया हुआ है इस तरह से किया हुआ है कि मैं मंडे से फ्राइडे अपना पूरा जॉब देखूंगा और वीकेंड्स पे मैं ट्रैवलिंग करूंगा और जैसे कि कुछ नेशनल हॉलीडेज आते हैं लाइक थर्सडे और मंडे तो मैं फ्राइडे का हॉलीडे लेकर 4 दिन का पूरा ट्रैवलिंग प्लान कर लेता हूँ प्लस जर्मनी में वैकेशंस बहुत होती हैं लाइक I got around 30 vacations as a paid leave. Then sick leave, like it's like depends on the trust factor. Like you can take any amount of sick leave if you are actually sick. Then home office depends on you. Like if you want to travel along and work along. So like there's a scenario when I was to travel to Sweden. So I went to Sweden and worked from there. So it's like working and traveling IT, that's the future.
Okay, that sounds exciting. So we get a lot of questions about CPO development from the experts, sir.
It's a good question. Like many of the people think that like doing competitive programming only can give you good result, and many think that doing only development can make you good. But actually, it's not separate thing. They are two combined together. Like think about as a perspective. Like if you know competitive programming, then where did you apply? So it's like you do competitive programming and apply in a development. So competitive programming is actually the base for a whole development. So if you are developing a software programming, take an example of dynamic programming, like you know the shortest path algorithm or shortest search algorithm. And in development, when you're working on a 1 billion of data and you want to search something, so you can use that DP in that software. So actually for me, they both are the same thing.
Okay.
So you can't separate actually them.
Okay, that was a justified answer, sir. Sir, next question has come from Rajat Singh, ABESIT, Ghaziabad. Everywhere we are just seeing your success story. I want to know about the struggles you faced after being from a tier 3 college.
It was like quite adventure stuff. Like, yeah, it's a good question. Like from a tier 3 college, it's like really hard to get there. It's like, I will share you an example. Like if I went to some college or if I went to some competition and like, you know, knowledge, it doesn't matter. From IIT or NIT sitting next to you, they like people scenario changes. Yeah, he is from IIT. He might know much more. So it's like that stuff. So you have to face that fear. So in my life, it was also the same scenario. I really have to face a lot of challenges. Like when I wasn't from tier 3 college, I was sitting campus for the Samsung. Like around from 300 people, around 240 or 250 are IITians and NITians. It's like really tough competition because your package, your position depends on the type of tier you get into it. It doesn't depend on your knowledge. So it's quite difficult to face that challenges. Then later on, I got an opportunity. Like I just want to get out of it. Like I want to showcase my knowledge. I want to do that. I applied many companies. I got rejected in many companies, like 500, 400. I give like 200, 300 interviews, and last level and rejected. It's like lot of hard work that I did. Like I used to sleep like around like 6 hours, practice, soft skills, codings, development skills, a lot of stuff that carried me out. Also, and I have to keep motivate myself and reach that goal.
Okay, that sounds nice. Sir, should we go for product-based companies or service-based companies, and why?
See, to work for a product-based company, then I will definitely opt for a product-based company, because in service-based company, they are most focused on clients. Like client says that you have to put this icon here. So you have to do that way. Like you have to explain, you have to convince them. But if you're in a product-based company, it works on facts. So you have to, if you are designing something or if you are designing a product and if you want a new feature, then you have to explain why you need it, why it can helpful. So I think so in my case, Productbased is the best company. And like I worked in 3 companies, so and all 3 are product-based. So I will prefer product-based.
Thank you. Been asked by Divyang Goyal, KIET. What other than competitive programming is required for a placement in the product-based company?
See, in product-based company, there are different kinds of positions. So I will tell you one scenario. Like, if you work on software development and you don't work on competitive programming, then you are treated like, I don't know, you can be getting the product-based company or not, because for a product-based company, you must need to complete that. When you get into it, yeah, they will tell you to learn some software development skills. But think about like, if you know both of it, you get a better position in the company. So you competitive programming is just a basic. You must need to where you can apply that competitive programming actually in the real life.
Okay, sir, that helps a lot for me too. So next question has been asked by Kishore from NIT Trichy. How do we stay abreast with the opportunities available with being overwhelmed by it?
It's a good psychological question. Like it happens like when you reach, when you get some success, you feel to be like proud of it. So
Yes, sir.
it's like success should be like a perfume. You just spray, smell, and moves out. Because if you smell again and again and again, it becomes worse and day by day. So it should be like a perfume. You use it 1 day, 2 days. But overwhelming is not a bad thing, I would say. It can be a good thing. When you are demotivated and when you're going low in your life, then you have to talk to yourself and say that, yes, I was the person that did this. I was the person at that time I did this. So overwhelm depends on the situation, at what moment you need it. If you are in a growing phase, I would say that you treat it as a perfume. In phase, treat it as a motivation value.
Okay, sir, that has cleared in my mind also. I want to start freelancing, but I don't know if I am capable enough. Started and put myself out there.
It's a question from a question. Like you say that you don't know that you are capable enough. Have you tried? Until you tried, you don't know you are capable or not. So if you want freelancing, just go out in Upwork, freelancing.com or somewhere else and just go for it and just work on it. Might be you can complete a challenge. You were thinking of that, you don't know, and you are not capable of, but actually you are capable of. Tried, you don't know. So I would say that you just go on and try it.
Okay, so who has asked this question, you should go for it. Rishabh Garg, how to start preparation for getting selected in a product-based company like Google, etc.
Competitive programming is actually the base for that product-based company. Like I given many competitive code programming competition like Google Summer of Codes, like FUBAR contest, Amazon, recruitment round, Samsung, advanced intermediate levels. Like I think so. Like for every product-based company, competitive coding is the base part. But I would still say that they will be more excited to be a part of you be part of a company when they saw that as per your competitive programming, you know actually how to apply it and where to apply it in real life. Because competitive programming doing on HackerRank actually a competitive programming, but it's not useful until you apply it in real life.
Okay, so I guess competitive programming is the key. Question is, yes, sir. So next question is, what are those differences when it comes to working in India and Germany?
There's a huge difference, man. Like it's like first one is like work-life balance that I like the most. Like in Indian companies, like I feel like your work-life balance is not that good as I see in Germany, because German people are really strict with their life balances, and their law is also very strict. Plus, the people have really strict value for their life. Like they know they have to work only 8 hours. It's like the culture of German people. So I would suggest like one is far more better than working in India. At least for me, it's my perspective. It's personal.
Okay. Okay, sir. Speaking of Germany, our viewers would like to know in regards to the language in foreign nation while communicating with the local people. Does speaking proficiency in English is enough, or do we need to grasp the local language?
When you're living in Germany, then German is the base language. So if you're talking to the local peoples, it's good if you have German skills, because people don't understand English that much. But like if you're working in an IT company and it's an international, so Germany is the second part, but to know the skills is the main part.
Okay. Okay, so that clears a lot for us. So next question is Akansha has asked, initial challenge you faced while going for international opportunities?
Uh, like it totally depends on the company. Like I don't face any financial challenges because my company sponsor my visa, my company sponsor my 6 month rent, my company sponsor my flights.
Okay.
So it was almost free for me to go to Germany.
Wow, that sounds exciting for me too.
Yeah.
Is how should we utilize our time to target overseas companies?
See, time is the main factor. Actually, you have to utilize your time really well if you want to achieve something in life also. So if you want to particularly go for the overseas company, I would say that like for the CS guys, like you should focus on your competitive coding plus development skill. Plus, if you want to try overseas, the main focus of that companies and that guys are like you know how to write good codes. Everyone can write codes. There is Stack Overflow, Google. You can just Google the code and you just copy and paste it. But you must know actual understanding of the code, and second, how to write good codes. Because human time or developer time or engineer time more than a machine time.
Okay, sir. Now I know how to outstand. So next question is being asked by Satyam Sharma. He has asked, as the JE registration date have been extended, should a first year student from tier 3 college bother reapplying? Would a better college be worth the risk to invest time? And how much differences does the college make?
Like for the starting phase, I think so college makes a good deal because I told you like in different companies, you are decided on which college or your college which tier it belongs to. But on the later phase, I would suggest that it's the experience and the knowledge of a guy that leads the way. It's totally on his decision what he wants to do. Like if he thinks that he can crack IIT, then I would say that it's worth investing time in PCM. That it's not IIT or NIT. Like he can't go for IIT, top IITs, but he can go for better UPTU or NITs. Then I will still say that any college doesn't make any sense. Like it should depends on totally on the person, how he grows or how he make his skills. It's independent of the college. It totally depends on particular person, the way he leads his life.
Okay, so that was when I got into kite. So, but I am continuing with kite. So next question is, do subjects taught by colleges help us in any way? Are they important?
Okay. So this question is really good, really good. I will tell you one scenario. Like there are three kinds of guys in every college. One thinks that in the college everything they teach is shit. I think that the college they teach is only we have to focus on. And third person think about in the both phase. So I will tell you a scenario. The person who thinks that only college or on the bookish knowledge is enough, they are also wrong. And the person who thinks that the thing we studies in a college is shit, which is also wrong. I will tell you a scenario. Like in math, like in first year, I read about mathematics. There is eigenvalue, eigenvector. Would be the use in the future life. Right now, when I'm working on ML, it is the main functionality to reduce dimensions. So if like you have to work on dimension reduction, then eigenvalue and eigenvector is the main key for that. It is used in Netflix algorithm, and you can read the research paper of there. So I will say that you have to focus on both, like subject also plus also. So that's why both knowledge are important.
Okay, I hope that clears the doubt of the audience. Okay, this one is interesting and relevant to this time. How would be the jobs affected due to COVID-19?
the person who don't have a self-confidence, or the person who thinks that a good skill should be afraid of because it would be a recession. But the person who thinks that he has the ability, the person who have trust on his hard work, he or she would definitely get a job, and really a good job.
Okay. So our next question is that kept you going during all these years of graduation?
I think so. My dreams, because
He has.
it's like I dream of something, and I'm damn sure that I can't complete that dream when I start working here. So I have to think big. I have to do big. Always in opportunity, I always try, just to follow that dream. That makes me going. It's a passion,
Okay,
you know.
dream.
Dream and passion.
Okay. So next question has been asked by Samarth Agarwal. Sir, for placement, are we required to make grip on all languages, field like web or app development? Flexibly in one field, so is it not sufficient to any company to give me a well-packaged job?
See, if you are going for a short-term goal, then it can help you. But for a long-term goal, because you are working on a technology-focused area, I would say that you should go for the concept and the logic, because technology changes every day. Today we use JavaScript, ES6. Later on, we work on TypeScript. Might be later on we work on some framework that gives more feasibility. So the logic and the conceptual and the basic part of it. We should not go for technological oriented. You should know technology, because if you have clear basics and concept, I think so like you can take like 15 days or 20 days to learn any language.
So from the live chat, we are getting a question from Anurag Shukla. What should be the structure of learning in the college years in a top-notch companies?
Like how I used to do it, like I used to do a lot of competitive programming, plus I used to read a lot of research papers. Then I used to apply that methods in the real scenario. So it's like, for me, it's like reading, grasping, and application. So I should, like, when you're going for a graduation, in every year you plan these all three things. You just take from the books, you read research papers. Like, it's like you think that it's too much of studios or something, like you have to focus. No, man, no. You just read like 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day, a Medium article or some research paper, and you just apply that after that as a project. I think so it would be enough to crack any good companies. Like after that, it might happen that you say that, okay, Google, I don't want to go in Google. I want to like do something big. I want to open my company. So it's like that.
Okay, that was inspirational, sir. So Mohammad Arshad has asked, needed before applying to any big foreign company in the software development, machine learning, application developer, etc.
So in big foreign company, it's not that big thing like to apply in a big foreign company. It should be the thing that you should be perfect on that. That's the only key. Like if you know machine learning, you should know the basic and everything of a machine learning. Like if you put a dot, you know the meaning of a dot. So it's like if you just only know web development, if you just only know HTML, then you should be the perfect guy in the HTML.
Okay.
Focus on they focus on perfection.
Is that whatever you learn, keep focus on the same thing?
Yeah, just go for it. Like
okay.
Just do it.
So our next question is, what is that mistake with job freshers generally encounters starting of their career?
It will hurt many freshers. Before I say, every fresher, including me, look for the package, not for the knowledge. So this is the common mistake that every fresher do. Like they said that my friend goes 13 lakhs of package, my friend goes 27 lakh of package, and I got only 6 lakh of packages. And I think so it's rubbish, because
Okay.
I would rather go for a company which I think so that in 2-3 years I grasp good amount of knowledge.
Okay.
So money, go for a good company like in which you think that you can grow. So like if there's a startup who is giving you 8 lakhs or 6 lakhs or 4 lakhs, but you think that in that company, if you stay like 1 or 2 years, you will be like master of something, then I would rather go for the company rather than going for any big MNC company.
Okay. So from the live chat, Ashi has asked how to be consistent in doing competitive programming, which requires 10 to 12 hours of work. Question.
Like, is it allowed in India to work for 10 to 12 hours?
Uh, so she has asked that she requires to do competitive programming with the work
So
she has
I would
assigned
say
to do
that
in
if
12
you are in
hours.
passion about competitive programming, then at least spend like weekends, like one question a week. It's enough to be like get in rhythm with the competitive programming. But like if you have a statement that you work for 10 to 12 hours a job, so I would think that you just note your hours. You don't like your work. So something like you just like you are just doing a job for the sake, not for getting the knowledge, because it can't be the feeling when you work in a company.
Okay.
So it's like you just spend your weekends in doing competitive programming like for one time and get the rhythm. And if you think like it's every day, like you are doing from 10 to 15 hours of job, then you should go for a job switch, because it would not be happier, because you just spend your whole life in doing job.
Yeah, of course. So, sir, our next question here for you is, in the first job you applied for, or was it a journey full of hundreds of rejection? And if so,
I, I still remember that. I think so. I applied more than 800 outside overseas. Uh, okay, it's like I created a kind of bot to apply on the LinkedIn. So
huge
it's
number.
like it's
800 is a huge number.
it's like yeah, because I was not actually the person who is doing this. It's my bot who is actually doing this. So it's like I saw like it's around like 800 900 application that I put. Then finally receiving the calls from 100 and giving interviews in 40 companies and selected in one companies.
Okay. So, sir,
It's just
Priyanshu
like
Sharma from the live. Yes, sir. Okay. So, Priyanshu Sharma from the live chat has asked, can open source contribution without a GSOC internship the time we put in?
yeah, open source contribution is always a good. Like G-Shock is a trend. Like before G-Shocks, always everyone contribute like to the open source, and open source is a community which is spreading day by day. So contributing in any open source is a good thing. Either you are in G-Shock or either you are not in G-Shock. If you are not in G-Shock and you contribute in open source, might be the next year you are in G-Shock.
Okay, that is motivational for us. So Sarah Handu has asked, and employ skills in the industry right now that you did recommend we work on?
See, it depends totally on the person to person. Everything, every skill is important. Like I would say that if you are expert in something, it's in demand. Like if you are good in digital marketing, then go for digital marketing. It's really good. If you are good in web development, then go for web development. So every skill is in demand if you are perfection, like if you have perfection in it.
I mean, the perfection is the key.
Yeah.
So Ujjwal Gupta from the live chat has asked of web developers in overseas companies in coming years.
Like I already told you, like it totally depends on the perfection. If you're good in in web development, that there's a lot of scope. Like I will tell you, one of my friend in Germany, started in 5 minutes.
Okay, that is inspirational.
So there's a neck throat competition outside. So like it's really good competition. You have to come out from the bubble.
Okay, that is way much terrifying too. Okay, so Shreyam Kesarwani has asked, what is the worst career decision ever made during your college times, and how you make through it?
I would say that I never made a worse decision, because for me, decision is always right. Experience matters. Either it can be a good experience or it can be a learning experience. So for me, I never did a wrong decision in my life.
Okay.
It's always, you have to think that way.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, you can't make any decision.
Okay. So Mayank Mittal from KIET has asked, sir, as the technology changes every day, which technology to focus?
You have to focus on the base concepts, not go for technology.
Okay. So what are the scenarios of us getting international jobs, since most of the companies are going remote these days?
Actually, like whole world is going on remote, which is a good thing, but I would still say that internet has to do home office, like they give fully comfort like to do the home office, but actually they prefer to be in the office. So like I met lot of guys in Germany, like lot of co-founders and founders, lot of recruiters, and they all say that like if you can only apply for a job in Germany if you are in Germany. From outside is too hard, because it's, remote job is still taboo right now. Might be in future, but for that you have to really gain really good trust and really good profile.
Okay. So justifying ourselves remotely is,
yeah, because like you can show any, like if I made my website, like I can say that google.com is my website. What is the proof? Until like you interview and you saw it. So like I'm not against of remote job and I'm not in favor of remote job. It's like it should be something kind of like 8 months, 6 months, like you should also go to office. And there are some things that you can't do on remote job. If I need a whiteboard that I can't make or draw on laptops, it's not easy that way, and it requires more time. And if you want to have a discussion with my like colleague, I can say that let's go and have a meeting. But when you are remote, you have to plan a time and you have to arrange a calendar invite and everything. So it's a lot of like things like, but we will came across, because remote job I think so is the future. So might be some guys, some innovative guys, or some people will come across complete, they can cure this problem and make every company as a remote job, and remote job is the better place.
okay, so that is a futuristic thing. So Shubham Goswami from KIT has asked, your journey from college to landing in a German company.
Like it's really adventures, really good adventures. Like I started my college in first year. They were like, I don't know nothing. Like my background was really good in like, because like most of my family members are from computer science, and I'm coding since I was in. So for me, coding background was there, but I need to achieve more. When I come to the college, I see a lot of competition, a lot of good people, a lot of intelligent people, and I was like, man, they know that much. I don't know anything. What should I do? So I just have one thing in my mind, like someone don't know everything, but everyone knows something. Like no one is in this world knows everything, but everyone knows something. So I might have something in me. So I have to find that way. Then Vinay sir asked me to make like website, so I started making website. Then next year I founded e-learning. I founded Codeva, and then I did many freelancing projects. I did many internship. I got selected then in Samsung R&D, where I work on many competitive algorithms and many projects I did. Then after that, I got outside opportunity. I applied in like many companies. Then I got selected. Then I went to Germany. There also, it was like a scenario. After 6 months, I have to switch my company. It was like I have to get my blue card.
Okay.
For that, I have to come back to India, then apply for the visa again, then fly back again to Germany. It was really a chaos for me. Lot of like, it was really good adventures journey. Like lot of tensions, dramas, emotions, everything was there in the
Yes.
story.
Yes, that is an inspirational story, sir. Wal has asked, have you thought of doing anything like MBA, etc.?
Never. For me, like if I want to do MBA, why I did technical education? Like it's like some question. Like it's like personal view. Most of the people do it, but it's my personal view. I don't want to hurt anyone. It's like my perspective. Like I want to be technical guy. I don't need to be go in MBA. But further on, like after like 5 or 6 years, if I think like I want to go for managerial, then I will go for MBA. And for me, it is quite easy now as I got like a blue card in Germany, so I can easily do MBA from Germany. It's like a free education there.
Okay, it's the matter of setting the goal, I guess.
Yeah, it's like what's your goal, what's your aim, what you want to achieve, how you see yourself after
Okay.
10 or 15 years is like that phase.
Yeah. To decide what do you do after the college.
Yeah, something kind
So
of like that. Yeah,
next,
I was thinking,
yes,
let's have some experience here, then
yeah,
go.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So next question is coming from Manya. What is your role at your work? How is your journey life as an Indian working overseas?
My job is very chill. Like I am kind of a software engineer. Like my life is really chill. I used to dance when I work. I used to make everybody dance. That's my job, you can say, but I'm just kidding. It's
Wow.
like I handle the backend part of the company, like the cloud structures and everything, then some kind of ML thing, then data scientist thing, then kind of PR reviews, like a lot of stuff, like new designing, new thinking phase, new business ideas and everything.
Okay, that is great.
Like in Germany, in overseas, there is one factor which you say that you are open to opportunities. So if you have idea, listen to it. That's the only thing that I like in Germany over India. If anyone
Okay.
have an idea, everyone listen to it.
Okay. They, they have got value for idea.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they have values for everything. Like German culture is, I will say that Indian culture is also good, but German culture on that perspective is really good. Everyone they care about. Like if you have some role, you have a respect for that. If you are doing some job, they have respect for that. They have respect for your opinion. They have respect for your time. They have respect for you. They have respect for your, like everything. They have respect. So
Okay, sir.
possible.
Okay, sir. What are your quick shorthand tips to ace the interviews?
Self-confidence, that's the only key, man. You can crack any interview if you have confidence on yourself. Doesn't matter how your technical interview goes, doesn't matter how your managerial round goes. It's only depends on your self-confidence. If you have trust on yourself, the person sitting next to your interviewer has to trust on you, have to trust on you.
Okay, sir. That helps a lot for us too. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for answering to all our queries. I have a question for you. Let's break it down into 4 simple questions. Is for anyone in first year, Piece of advice for anyone in second year, for anyone in third year, and piece of advice for anyone in fourth year.
Like first year is like an age where I would say that you should all enjoy. Like you just pass your board exam, lot of pressure, lot of tension, enter into the engineer college. So I would rather say that first year you should go for enjoyment. Second year you should get in habit of reading in articles, developing some skills and soft skills. So you should talk to the person, you should get involved, like how the person thinks and how to convince someone. Like this would help like in building your soft skills. In third year you should more deep dive into your technical skills. Like whatever you do, you should go deep dive in technical skills. Like if you want to do for computer coding, go deep dive in computer coding. If you want to deep dive in web development, go. If you want to do Android, then go deep dive. So in third year, you start building your ability. And in fourth year, you should like try to approach people, try to approach companies, and don't ask them. Make them realize that if they don't take you in their company, they will lose that much amount of you. It's like you can bring a change in the company. It should be like that much of confidence. And at the end of fourth year, you would be like, company should hire me. They have to come to hire me. That should be the confidence level. And it's not only the technical that matters, it's the most important thing in one's life, in cracking the interview or in any phase of the life is the attitude. Second and fourth comes the technical and the soft skill. First is the right attitude. How you talk to the people, how humble you are. So it doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how much you don't know. Don't respect someone in front of you. You will never achieve something. So it should be like that. To have soft skill, you should have to have technical skill, and you should have the knowledge of the world, what goes around you.
Okay. So sorry to tell you, some questions have come from the live chat too.
Yeah.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sir Shakti is okay. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah. Ask.
Sir Shakti Gupta has asked, is master degree required to be a good position?
I don't have master degree.
Okay, that is a clear-cut answer for us. So, a fun question.
Yeah.
Fun question. Shubham Mathur has asked whether you are a beer or a whiskey person.
If I saw the TV series pictures, I would prefer beer.
Okay, yeah, I remember that too. Tum beer ho. Wrapping up our webinar, I would like to thank Shivam sir on behalf of all the participants and helping us through our queries. All for being such an amazing audience. For further sessions and webinars, please keep in touch with us. Handles are mentioned in the description below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay home. A big thanks to you.
Yeah, just like keep in touch. Like I will keep you in my details. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm doing a world tour. I travel like around 14 countries in 8 months or 9 months. So you can follow me on Instagram. You can check my. If you have any queries, just directly ping me on Instagram. I'm more active on Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook. These guys will ping you my handles so you can keep connected with me. Thanks for joining the session, and thanks DSC KIET for organizing the session.
Thank you, sir. That was very helpful for us.
Bye.